Are you continually looking for B-roll footage to hide jump cuts in your interview videos? When you haven't got suitable video from the interview shoot, the simple solution is to add a still photo. And as a last resort, you'll go looking for some stock images. But they do look, well, can I say, static and not very interesting. In this video, I'll show you a simple way to bring those still images to life with Photo Vibrance. My name's Bruce, and if we've met before, welcome back. Otherwise, please like and subscribe and press the bell so that I can make review videos like this for you. You can use Ken Burns to give an animated effect, but it's pretty bland. Now here's a way that you can give your still images a bit of pizzazz, and that's with Photo Vibrance, an app for Mac and Windows that allows easy animation. Photo Vibrance is usually $99 on a year's subscription, but currently it's available for a lifetime use with just one payment of $39. And Photo Vibrance has a multitude of effects that can be easily added to still images. But for this exercise, I'm going to show you how a car can enter the scene from the right to the left, produce a B-roll that'll hide a jump cut in one of my tutorials on my Jaguar XKR. This video is not sponsored, and I'll show you the good and the not so good. And it's a compromise, but overall, this is an amazing app for the price. The simple process starts by dragging your image into the interface. The steps to create a lifelike image are to select the featured subject and then either move the image or move the background. Step 2 is to clone that background, and step 3 is to add the animation. The more blurred or indistinguishable the background, the better the result, which is one of the weak points of the software, as it means you need to be a bit selective about the photos you use. You create movement by either adding arrows to the selection that you want to use or by selecting the slide in options. I'll be using a slide in option as my focus is to produce an animated B-roll in as short a time as possible. As well as basic motion and parallax effects, the software allows a choice of aspect ratio from 16:9 vertical and square that's used in social media, as well as the ability to add text and effects like bubbles, leaves, and particles. The animated B-roll that I'm going to create will involve the Jag moving into the scene while the background stays static. The whole effect is only 2 or 3 seconds to hide the jump cut of my face, where the words had been removed from the tutorial introducing the black XKR. I need to remove the repeated words, the black cat, etc. I'll play the clip now, and you'll see where the jump cut is and where the first instance of Black Cat is removed. This is the video. Known by a slightly different grown-up name, Sylvester James. The Black Cat, known as the Rebel Without Claws. The Black Cat, known as the Rebel Without Claws. The section is removed and the jump cut is seen. The James. The Black Cat, name Sylvester James. The Black Cat. Now I'll add the animated B-roll created by Photo Vibrance. Known by a slightly different grown-up name, Sylvester James. The Black Cat, known as the Rebel Without Claws. Let me show you how I created that B-roll. Drag the still image into the Photo Vibrance interface. You're first given a choice of easy or advanced. We'll use the advanced. Next, there's an option of 4 different aspect ratios. We'll use landscape. Then you cut out your object. Click the Cut Out Object button and select a prominent edge on the object. I'll use this point at the rear of the car and click to add new points until the car is fully enclosed. The objective is to move around the car as quickly as possible. Don't be too focused about missing areas. Don't add too many points close together. You can adjust that later, which is quicker than being too OCD and accurate now, so don't worry about mistakes at this stage. You'll become more familiar with the process as you do more cutouts. I said that there were some downsides to the software. The cutout stage is a major one. There are software packages that can select objects with AI much better than this. But remember, you only paid $39 for a lifetime of this software, not the annual sub of $99. And when you click on the first point again, that completes the selection. You've got your rough cut highlighted in a blue-green colour. Give the object a name. I'll call this one car, and then I'll go on to moving the points to where I made mistakes and adding more by clicking on the outline with the control key held down. You can select other objects now if you want. When you're happy with the selection, click the orange Next button. The object will now be a solid black and you're at the cloning stage. This is the most time consuming, and you'll see why a blurred and indistinguishable background is much preferred. However, it is what it is, and you'll become more proficient after a couple of attempts. The objective is to select an area that you can clone. Best select with the control key and clicking. Release the control key and click the little circles on the black image. It takes some redos, but remember Command Z will also undo steps that you've just made. And you can replace areas that you've previously cloned with the new cloned circles. Move on with the next button, which is animation. If you need to adjust the cloning, you can go back by pressing the Edit Image button and then onto the cloning section again. And as I've said, this exercise is to have the car move in from the right. At the bottom of the interface, you'll see the layers and timeline. The timeline will allow you to enter keyframes for customized motion effects. But we're going to use the built-in motion by selecting the blue dot labeled car in the layers bar. Now there's new information in the right sidebar. Click on animation and select slide right in. Play that. You can add text, objects, effects. Also particles from the top right tab. I've added the leaves and adjusted the color rotation and reduced the size. You can save the project or the exit, which clears the whole project if you've not saved, or the last changes since that save. Finally, you can publish. There's a multitude of different effects that you can create with Photo Vibrance, but it can be time consuming, so pick images with the right background and work on quick ways to give animation that'll put Ken Burns' effect to shame. Your B-rolls will never be the same. I trust this video has given you a quick overview of how to enhance your B-roll with a little animation using Photo Vibrance. Please like, subscribe, and press the bell to be notified about more videos on Photo Vibrance as they're published.